You know, writing a book is a really fascinating process, and it's much more complicated than you ever thought it would be. I was lucky enough to have a great literary agent find me because of our leadership blog, and I pontificate on a bunch of leadership topics and try and make them real. He found the blog, asked me if I wanted to write a book, and I told him about the Leadership Maxims method that I've been teaching for many years, and it instantly crystallized into, wow, this could be a great workbook for helping leaders articulate their leadership philosophy. So we put together a proposal, shopped it around to some publishers. I was fortunate enough to have Josie Bass make an offer on the book and buy the book, and they're just a wonderful publishing house. They do a lot of great work in the leadership space. The process of writing the book was really fascinating because for me, the Maxims method all resided in my head already. And it was all the stories that I've told over the years, all the classes that I've taught. And it was the process of going through and putting some structure to that, getting it down on paper, and being able to put it in a format of being a workbook. What's really interesting about the publishing process is you write that first draft and you think, oh, this is great. I've put so much energy and effort into it, and they're going to love it, and I'm really happy with where it's at. And then it goes to what's called a developmental editor. And the editors at Josie Bass are phenomenal, and they've made my work so much better than what I turned in. But there's sort of that moment of shock and horror when you get that first round of edits back and it's 286 pages of red ink. I thought somebody had bled all over my manuscript. It took me about a day to recover and say, I understand what's now in front of me. But when I looked at the edits that came back, it was really about clarifying my thinking and making it more transparent, making it more accessible for the reader. And you do that round of edits and you do one more round of edits with the developmental editor, and then you say, wow, I'm done. That's great. Then it goes to the copy editors, and you're going through and you're doing wording and sentence and punctuation. They're tightening up the writing even more, and then you say, oh great, I'm done. Then it comes back from layout, and you have to go through it again and look at how are the pages laid out, how is the document flowing, how's it turning into a book, and then you're done. Then you're done with the editing process. But it was a really fascinating process to take all these things that I've been teaching over the years, codify it, put it in a structured document, and then have a lot of people push my thinking and make me articulate things more clearly and make them more accessible.